Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Washington 0. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Bryce Love with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Switch. You got tight right there. Check three. Check 13. Kill. 36.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's taken down at the...
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Griffin.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
Washington,
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 48-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They go play action with Haskins. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Love. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
That's the score.
Oswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Try the toss play to Love. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 14, Washington 7.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From midfield now, Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Carter, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right back to Connor here on first. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Gain of a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Shaquem Griffin.
And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. 3rd down here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
On the play. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Love. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the...
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sacked by Shaquem Griffin.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, man. Let's make 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way down to the 39. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On third down, Gibson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Do
and
what
the
we
defense
do. Do what
loses
we
him.
do.
It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
It is good. Makes the score Steelers 27, Washington 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
James Conner, the ball
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, Conner plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Steelers 34, Washington 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first three quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
The 34-yard line.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number
Terry
17.
McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Hey, check right, check right. Watching you five. Come on, D.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
At the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in